the start of Spider-Month! We're gonna do the first Spider-Man. You know what? I'm not gonna say a thing right now. What'd you think of the first Spider-Man movie?
It's complicated.
Right. Actually, it's complicated for me too.
Okay, apart from the finale to it, I really liked it. I didn't like the effects even back then when it came to him swinging around. They've gotten so much better at that, but I enjoyed it.
When I first saw it, I didn't like it. I didn't understand why people were enjoying this. I wanted a grown-up
I was ready to punch
Spider-Man movie. I'm like, come on.
Like, fuck's your problem?
I like looking back at this and kind of being like, you know, these really are their own thing, and I can't think of any other superhero movies that are really like them, and I have kind of grown this appreciation. And you're right, when they need to be serious, it works just enough.
I would say this is almost in the Christopher Reeve's Superman universe.
That's the closest I can think.
I think that universe is probably grittier.
Lois's
first line is like, how many peas and rapists? This one is so light. By comparison, it is amazing. Like, I honestly think for the most part, it's probably lighter than the Christopher Reeve Superman film.
That's the thing. The first two Superman movies they're silly, but they're epic.
Yeah.
These are silly, and it's dramatic. I think that's the best way I can put it.
There's epic parts.
Two is where it gets
but
epic.
there's even in this one, I think, some epic parts. I gotta give a lot of that, I think, goes to Danny Elfman. Like, I think the music sells a lot of scenes.
I haven't seen this in a long time, maybe like 10 years, something like that. 10, 15 years, it's been a while.
I haven't seen it probably about 7 years.
Yeah, maybe. So it's definitely been a while, so we're gonna see how it holds up. I think this will be interesting. This is the beginning of Spider-Month with Spider-Man. Was this the first use of the Marvel logo?
It might be.
Yeah.
I will say this, and it's because Spider-Man 2 did these credits so much better. I hate these opening credits. It feels like...
It looks really cheap now.
Yeah, it's got this very cheap CGI.
You know, the music makes up for it, though. It is good music.
No, the music actually saves these opening credits big time, I think.
Still looks ridiculous.
I will never not think of the Weird Al song. Flying around in that glider thing.
A dumb Power Rangers mask.
William Dafoe in this movie looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger if you stretched him out in Willy Wonka's taffy pulling machine.
Yeah, and then gave him vampire teeth.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, hope to see you again.
Yeah.
You know, Peter gets a lot of male gaze in these movies. From him and then Octavius and stuff like that. You know, I just realized this. Two birds with one stone. What if this was at Oscorp? And then you have the son there too, and people be making fun of him and stuff like.
Then you would have the Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right. They did do that in Amazing Spider-Man. That's right.
Again, that's the interesting thing about these films is all of them have a piece of the puzzle and never the complete thing. Because that I thought was a brilliant idea in Amazing Spider-Man. And then there are other things in that movie I'm like, what? No one's ever quite grabbed the comics fully. Except for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
We need to take the whole line back to formula.
Back to formula.
Is this how the Sonic movie went down after that trailer? Special effects guys are like, back to formula.
I love you, and Peter loves you. You're the most responsible man I've ever known.
Could we be any more silver-haired Mary Joseph angels? Well, one of us has to die, honey. I'm betting on you.
You know what? They're charming. Shut the fuck up.
40,000 years of evolution and we barely even tapped the vastness of human potential.
Sound more poetic than Bottoms Up. No, they're gonna give me a Spider-Man villain spin-off movie. It's gonna suck. They all suck. Damn it, it's the green food coloring. Everything here had to be green, damn it. Even the computer screens are green.
I want to hear like a monkey just...
Every morning, you know, on this movie, Willem Dafoe is like, I get to work today.
Oh, yeah.
Like
he is
he's just having a blast.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I mean, I'm fine.
I think I woke up in the cool universe from Back to the Future. Do I own like a big Jeep now?
Mr. Osborn?
Sir, I asked her to wait in the foyer.
Does that guy have a fake voice? Sir, I asked her to wait in the foyer.
Jesus, Parker, you are a freak.
Yeah, I concur, freak. Timeless.
Oh, God.
Timeless effects.
Of course, I just have to bend my two fingers and press it into the palm of my hand, just like a real spider does. He did that in the comics because that's where the
The little
button was.
gizmo was there, yeah.
It makes no sense to me here why he would need to.
It's a fucking spider boy. What do you mean? It's just.
I demand logic in my comic book movies about flying.
Why
spider
doesn't
boy.
he eat flies?
Get in here, little girl, and do the dishes now.
Jerry, Jerry.
So where are you going after you graduate?
I think you're looking at.
What for me?
For you, you're gonna light up Broadway.
Are they 4? They're talking like 2 little kids. They're like, this is love, right? You know what I like about this? In the old days, it's like, wow, look at that collage work. Look at like kind of how they're doing that. And now like, this is kind of like what YouTubers do.
Yeah.
Like you could totally see this on a YouTube video.
Music stops and just goes wah 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 wah.
He suddenly draws breasts on Spider-Man like, oh damn it!
I like how the Daily Bugle looks like the New York Post, like the shitty New York newspaper.
You know, I forgot how much I love this scene. This was the first time in the movie I got excited. Seeing him move, seeing him cling up there, the way it was shot, it was fun. Oh, like
Now
this
fuck
might
all
actually
that
work.
character development.
Is that what that was? You know what I mean, where they talk like 4-year-olds, and like this was legit, like, alright, like this is really cool, this is really fun. It's weird, but it's really fun. All I see is meme. That's pretty fucking odd. The first time I saw that, I'm like, it's pretty fucking cool. Return the muffin.
Some kind of freaky little something. Wackadoo.
Bada bing bam boom wackadoo. In other words, it ends with Scooby-Doo.
If we can get a picture of Julia Roberts in a thong, we can certainly get a picture of this weirdo. Put an ad on the front page. Cash money for a picture of Spider-Man.
What's so funny, and I really mean this as a compliment, it sounds like he's doing an impression of himself now. Like
It
an
does,
impression
like-
of J. Jonas.
If he came out with this like now, we'd be like, he's just doing an
impression of himself, but that's always what he did.
Yeah.
When do I get to meet her?
Dad.
Well, sorry, Harry hasn't mentioned her.
Answer your fathers. And here's the dummy. Even she's like, you are so not real.
It's just this corpse.
So I guess when he plays the Goblin, they take out the capped teeth.
I know, I love that.
He has such a good sense of humor.
There's only one who can stop us.
Mary Jane. What? I think she's Spider-Man. What? Sleep. It's like he thinks he's the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
Right down to he's green.
Puppies will make you sleep, my pretty.
Here's the real truth.
This was the point in the movie where I really was suddenly like, it's got like really goofy.
This is when I was like, okay, I have to be in a different state of mind to enjoy this movie.
No,
I can't just enjoy this as a run-of-the-mill movie. This is something really weird.
This plot went nowhere. That should be its own movie. That sounds like that's what they're hinting at doing it with the Tom Holland.
People
series.
hating Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that needs to be its own movie. To do it in what is essentially 10 minutes.
Yeah, it seems like it just
I mean,
came out of
what?
nowhere, and you could, really analyze it. Oh, hey, Peter. Hey, Peter Parker. Oh, yeah, the photographer, Spider-Man. Yeah, this makes total sense. Yeah, hey, Peter. How you doing, Peter?
You are amazing.
I mean, hold on. Let me look at my chart. I have Harry, I have Peter, and I have you. It's kind of playing the field a little bit here. Just a touch.
Are you in or are you out? It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind.
What do you think? Is that the worst line in the Spider-Man movies? I mean, 3 has some doozies, but
It's pretty bad.
that's always the one I remember most.
I'm sorry I'm late. Work was murder.
You didn't murder anyone, though.
There was somebody in the basement. They'll find him later.
Kool-Aid Man was here. Finish it! Finish it! Finish it!
Honestly, when you just give yourself to it, it's a blast.
It kills me because like David kept type that out on a script.
When you just really don't take it seriously at all. I kind of love it. There's times
It's
where
not that you can take. There are plenty of moments in this film I can take.
There's little
seriously.
nuggets, yeah. I think I'm gonna dump one of my 3 boyfriends. 2 of them are the same.
Oh, you're right about MJ. You're right about everything.
Is that right that you were a loser? Because I really think you're a loser.
Wake up, little spider.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Eek!
Yeah, that transition sucked.
Like, the others are standard, but you get it, they're fine. That one's like, nobody in the audience was like, ah! They're just like, what was that?
Suffer, the little children.
It's very Adam West Batman, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's the thing, you don't do the Gwen Stacy plotline with an Adam West style. Like, it just, this is so dumb.
I can't do it! I can't do it!
Oh, that screams me. We had to slow down that yell to make up for that last one. That didn't crumble, but whatever.
You, Peter Parker, would save me, and so you have.
I don't know. I kind of love the writing because I think you said it's so naive and innocent. And doing its own thing, I'm kind of loving it more and more.
So it's rough, because on the one hand, I'm like, well, why not just write a good movie then? Like, instead of, you know, these cheesy lines or whatever. I almost wish they had set this back, like, when the original Spider-Man comic came out. Like, this was like 1965 or so. It has an innocent feel, but...
This definitely seems more for kids. You know, it feels like the kids were first, and they didn't quite know how to do it, but that's kind of what's fun about it, too.
When I was up there was only one person who I was thinking of.
Oh, what a great spot to be like, you want a date? At the funeral of your ex-boyfriend's father. You gotta date his best friend! She's terrible, you know, the more I think about it, she's awful.
Let's kiss on my ex-boyfriend's father's grave.
Maybe if I felt like, wow, they're a good couple or whatever, I'm just like, it just feels like they're just saying romantic lines and that's it. You know, I never got much chemistry out of them. Down, down, heroes, heroes, mountains,
I mean, I'm nostalgic for it. I enjoyed watching it again.
I can't say I'm nostalgic for it, but I do like it more now, just as, like I said, as its
I
own
remembered how cool it
bizarre
was seeing
thing.
Spider-Man on the big screen.
Maybe that's why I'm not nostalgic for it, because I didn't think it was that cool in a way. Like, the second one, I thought, I was like, alright, well, this is a little cooler. Like, I'm seeing a lot of the Spider-Man stuff I want to see.
I thought it was a cool movie. I thought it was cheesy, but...
I mean, everyone always told me, you gotta turn off your brain to enjoy it, and it's like, they are kind of right. If you just accept it as this whole bunch of bizarreness that has enough pulling you through in terms of, like, characters you want to know what's gonna happen.
And, like...
No, but Superman did have some epic, like, really adult moments, and this seems
epic
very
things. It's written
for
by
kids.
Mario Puzo, which David Koepp is not.
Yeah.
But
This I never felt got, like, the really heavy stuff that something like Superman would, but I'm learning to accept it more as, like, it touches on it, yeah, but it doesn't go all the way. I like it more now, looking at it from a different point of view. A certain point of view? Luke, a certain point of view.
Someone isn't as full of as much hate.
Well, it's still stupid, but
You're stupid!
I've grown
Nobody
to like
likes you! Bye.
Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, Uncle Ben. I'm Spider-Man.
Bye.